and welcome to Slice of Celona. I am Greg Yatman, and with me, as always, is the man, the myth, my boss, Ozer Dondermasiolu. With us today, you're going to see us dive into a topic which confused me at first. So if it confused me, it might confuse others. And before we get there, I want to talk about acronyms. In this case, CBRS, had to do it backwards. It sounds intimidating. So Ozer, is it intimidating? Should you be concerned if you're an IT enterprise professional, or is it something not to worry about and it's easy as pie?
Yeah, so Greg, I think as an industry focused on private 5G solutions, we tend to fixate on the operational details of something like CBRS, which is essentially a private spectrum option to use cellular wireless technologies on. Even that sentence could be intimidating for many people. What that means is, you run Wi-Fi networks today, you run public LTE networks today. All of us connect to those two networks every day to get some stuff done at home, at work, when we're on the road. CBRS gives us another option to connect things to. It's designated for enterprise use. It's a spectrum that the end users don't have to worry about. It just works on your devices that are capable of connecting to that spectrum. Celona is responsible for building wireless networks that take advantage of CBRS. We handle spectrum assignments, registration of our system with FCC certified systems, and which access point are going to use which channels and frequency and power levels. All that stuff happens in the background. End users don't see it. IT admins, they can monitor it, but they don't have to manually configure a bunch of radios. Mm-hmm. It is as simple and as seamless as you would use any wireless network today. And I think the reason a lot of people just keep talking about its operational principles and licenses and, spectrum availability and all these things, because, hey, it's a new technology and techies like us like to talk about new technology. But I think the route that we're taking here at Celona should be quite attractive to many enterprises out there, which is, I want to show you what type of devices can connect to it. I want to show you what applications can take advantage of it. When I use LTE and 5G wireless on the spectrum, what does it mean for my bottom line as an organization, as a for-profit, enterprise? What type of use cases can I support? And if you look at our website, our documentation at docs.celona.io, the devices that we certified at celona.io/devices, you will see very practical information. How much coverage do I get? How much capacity do I get? I have a warehouse of this size. How many radios do I need? If I run video on this network, how does it perform? How do I guarantee quality of service? Can I see a demo of this solution running voice and video at the same time? All of the answers, by the way, the answer is yes on all of the above. And that's what the industry needs to focus on next, right? Operational principles of this new technology, okay, interesting. But I think we all should be over it by now. And we should just focus on showing this thing working in the real life, solving real business problems. So that's a stage that we're in. Very exciting to be part of this industry, and it's growing really, really fast. We're holding on to our seats every day, so it's really exciting to take advantage of this new spectrum.
Awesome, and that's not intimidating. It's not scary. And when you described it to me in that way earlier in my time joining Celona, I got it. But there was one thing that when I first heard about Celona, we started talking about it, kind of confused me a little bit. When you started talking about LTE and 5G. Now, to me, that's an operator type of terminology. That's for operators. And I was confused. So maybe others feel the same way. Is it confusing that 5G and LTE also involve Celona?
Yeah, LTE 5G technologies, of course, LTE has been around 10 plus years, right? We all use it every day in our personal devices. And now with CBRS spectrum availability, your iPhone 11, your Apple iPad Pro, some of your laptops that are cellular wireless capable, they now have the option to support CBRS spectrum as well. That allows an enterprise to say, I'm going to use that same exact device that was tested through the ringer by service providers, AT&T, Verizon, iPhone 11, supporting our connectivity needs in our personal lives. That same exact device and that same exact cellular wireless modem on that device now can be used freely without any licensing fees in an enterprise building, in an enterprise facility for private data communications. So if you put those two and two together, it's a technology that we all love to use, relatively reliable, right? Millions of people use it, billions of people use it every day. It's a reliable technology. Now it can be used on those same devices that were tested and proven to work on a spectrum that is freely available to enterprises, right? That's the value of it. Ultimately, it's more spectrum. It's another option to cut the cable. And when you cut the cable in the enterprise, you save a lot of money. Yep. And you can move a lot faster because you're not limited by the reach of a cable. So that's what it really does, right? I've realized, and I voted for this as I joined Celona, Wi-Fi was just the tip of the iceberg for us to cut the cable in the enterprise more and more. Since then, we've been relying on Bluetooth technologies, Zigbee, two-way radio technologies, now CBRS. This is not the only additional option next to Wi-Fi, but it certainly gives us, as big of a express lane as we wanted to move mobility needs, enterprise mobility needs in the enterprise even further. So it allows you to connect your critical infrastructure. It allows you to support the applications that you care the most about. And it already works on devices that you use today. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you want to give it a look and see if you can cut more cables. That would be my advice.
All right, well, there you go. CBRS, LTE, 5G, and Celona. That's the slice we're giving you today. Tune in again, I should say, for more slices of Celona coming very soon to you. If you don't want to watch this one next, jump over to JR's Lab, Office Hours, Field Journal. We've got plenty of content, but no, we'll have a new one for you just in the coming days. So until then, take care. Talk to you soon.